I'm Gabriel, and I have what they call schizophrenia. Now, why do some people not want to admit they're schizophrenic? You might know somebody who is hearing voices or is paranoid, and they don't want to agree that they're schizophrenic. Or you might be schizophrenic yourself, but not want to admit it. So the reason why some of these people with schizophrenia don't want to admit they have schizophrenia is because there's a lot of stigma attached to the word schizophrenia. Most people with schizophrenia will figure out some cool realizations, and they know a lot of them are true, and some of them aren't, but for the main part, they know that if they agree that they're schizophrenic, that it's going to possibly discredit them in some way. Now, first off, let me say that people with schizophrenia do have real realizations, and they're very, very accurate. So part of the reason why these people don't want to admit they have schizophrenia is because they feel that if they admit it, that nobody's going to believe anything they say that's out of the norm. So that's a big reason why people don't want to admit they have schizophrenia. And I think you should give these people a chance to show that their beliefs, some of them are true. Not necessarily their paranoias or the fear beliefs, but the good realizations that are cool to them, that give them feel for their everyday life, give them the feel to keep going and motivate them. You should at least give them a chance to show you that they do have some truth to what they're saying, because the mind is brilliant. Another reason why some people might not want to admit they have schizophrenia is because they are worried about what people think, and they don't want to become a second name for them. Because I noticed if I were to agree that I have schizophrenia about a year ago, I would think that that is a part of my identity, and it would feel like a dripping tap water in the back of my head, and I would never get it out until I disagree. Because it seems like whenever you admit you have schizophrenia, that's all people think of you, and you can't say one thing out of the norm without people thinking it's a symptom. So that's another reason why some people might not want to admit they have schizophrenia. My advice for people with schizophrenia who may be watching this is to understand you're not alone, and some of your realizations are real. The good ones, not necessarily the bad ones or the fear ones, but the cool realizations that give you pride and fuel to continue going. I want you to let you know that you're all good, and there's a lot of people out there who have amazing realizations, and a lot of people don't believe them because of that label, but in the end, truth reveals itself. So I just want to let you know that eventually your good realizations, if they are true, people will see them and they'll appreciate it, because a lot of people who seem crazy in this current time end up being the super minds of the future. See, a lot of people are ahead of their time, and they sound crazy when they mention certain topics. And if someone knows that they have schizophrenia or is diagnosed with schizophrenia, it completely discredits them. But 50 years from now, your realizations will come to light, and people will then see the beauty in that mind. So just know that you're not going to realize something great and then nobody figures out it was true. Eventually, people are going to see your realization and understand what's actually real with it. So the best thing to do when you're labeled schizophrenic is to just accept it, I guess, and move on. You don't have to not live your life. You are not schizophrenia. Schizophrenia is just a word for the way your brain operates right now. So you can go and travel, you can pretty much do anything a normal person can. Just try not to worry, everything's going to work out in the end. And I promise you that one day in this lifetime, schizophrenia might not even exist. I don't know. This is just one of my cool realizations that most illness, mental illness, is from a sick mental society. So society is definitely having loads of problems. California and Oregon are lit on fire. Last year it was the Amazon rainforest that was lit on fire. We have viruses, we have news showing their true colors, we have all these people showing their true colors. And it seems like these are kind of the last days of this kind of society. So at one point in this current lifetime, we might not even have mental illness. I don't know. We just don't know what's causing mental illness. It could be 5G signals. It could just be all the technology, all the unhealthiness around us. We just don't know. But when that all clears out, I bet you there won't even be these kind of problems. So just understand there's light at the end of the tunnel and everything's going to work out. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want me to cover any topics, leave me a comment on what you want me to talk about, and hit the like button if you liked it. And if you want to hear more content, hit the subscribe button. Thank you. My name's Gabriel, and I have what they call schizophrenia.